Hello, everyone. I hope you all can hear me. As you can probably see, I had an absolutely horrific Christmas. I was sick, horribly sick, all day in bed, and it was because I did any kind of physical activity at all. And yeah, so I ended up being able, being able, yeah, I ended up being forced to spend all day in bed. Yeah, I almost said all day dead. All day in bed, unable to move at all. And I'm actually gonna show y'all what caused me such horrific full body pain and immobility. Okay, this camera will not let me flip the cameras around. So I'm just gonna physically turn the camera around and hope that you get the gist of it. I don't know what you're gonna be seeing, but here you go. So basically, if I can show you, it's this closet right here. And it is and this is it organized. This is it cleaned up. And sorry if it's, I don't know what you can see. No, it's not even showing the floor. Here, maybe if I point it directly at the floor, it'll actually film the floor. But I mean, it is an absolute and total nightmare. And I think the camera's zooming in too, so it's not even like doing a proper. But this whole mess fell out like a waterfall, and all I tried to do was get some embroidery hoops, and it just fell out, completely fell out. And so I ended up having to spend all the entire day of Christmas Eve organizing and cleaning that mess. So there you go. There you go. I am not happy for that. And I was literally having to vacuum up mice poop and everything. And it was horrible. You know, it was really bad. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and just show the living room, because this is what I'm just pissed about. It. I'm sick. I'm pissed. It was a horrific Christmas. I've had way worse Christmases in the past because of social shit, because people are just evil. But here's what I have to put up on a daily basis. And I'm showing that because I mean, this camera is so zoomed in and fucked up that I know that you're not even seeing anything. And more than likely it's all blurry and it's just an absolute mess. So I don't mind showing that at all. My mom is a hoarder, and she's in her 80s, and there's just no fixing it, you know. And it is an absolute mess. And it gets on my nerves. If anyone else has had to deal with hoarders, you know what I mean. But so I had a bad Christmas. I've had way worse Christmases though. I will say that. Here, let me pause this. But yeah, I've had way worse Christmases where I'm literally there and everyone is saying the worst, most horrific shit, talking about me like they're talking behind my back, but they're doing it to my face, and they just say horrific things about me. Like I'm the bad guy when my mom is doing stuff like that, you know, and it's just I hate people so much. I hate and this is one of the reasons I absolutely despise Christmas, because it is the season that it is really drilled into you. It's the season when, first off, everyone gets fired, especially in retail. Literally, that is the time when you're going to get fired. They will literally not fire you during the whole rest of the year and then let you go at Christmas. At Christmas. So Christmas is the time when the hourly worker gets screwed the worst. And Christmas is also the time when, if you don't have money to buy presents for your loved ones, you are seen as a low life and a deadbeat. And if you don't have a good paying job, you're seen as a low life and a deadbeat, and you shouldn't be alive. And it's just, and it really drills home how much of a loser you are, and how poverty stricken you are, and how much you suck because you don't have any money, and how much you suck because, you don't have, you know, a spouse and kids and a house. Most importantly, you don't have a spouse and a house, and you don't have the honorable job, you don't have a respectable job, and you don't have any kind of an income. And that has been drilled home to me my whole life. So I literally despise Christmas because of that. And then being chronically ill on top of it, it makes it a billion times worse. I'll definitely say this. If anyone says, if there's anyone who is sick in any way at all, who, and I totally agree with being wary, but this is a hypothetical that would never, ever, ever, ever happen. If in some magical world they could, a fairy lady could come down and whack you in the head with, her little wand and say, by the power of the unicorns, you are now cured of whatever you're chronically ill with, you know, you get my point, flap your arms and fly. It's never going to happen. You know, this is a lie. It's a hypothetical, it's a thought experiment. But if someone were to give you a magical pill or magical fairy dust or something that would literally magically heal your body of whatever you have, you know, anyone that says I would not take that is socially benefiting from being chronically ill. And in my mind, they're not actually chronically ill, because anyone who's truly ill, who's truly sick, would take that cure in a heartbeat. Anyone who would take an actual cure that would actually fix them. It would actually get rid of the kidney cancer, the heart disease, the diabetes, the whatever, literally the whatever. Anyone, anyone would take a cure. Anyone would take a cure, you know? Literally, look at all the people who are taking, quote, cures, unquote, and they're not cures, for being ugly, small boobs, being overweight. And that's just physical looks. That's just aesthetic things. That has nothing to do with health. As much as they want to twist the being overweight having to do with health, it doesn't. It literally doesn't. So yeah, anyone who wouldn't take an instant cure, you know, that'll never exist. They'll push all kinds of lies and say that it's a cure, and it's not. But anyone who would never take an instant cure, and not because they know better, but anyone who wouldn't take this hypothetical cure, um, in my mind, they're not sick. They're not, they're just flat out not sick. They're not in pain. They're not nauseous. They're not dizzy. They're not weak. They're not, whatever the problem may be, you know. So, but yeah, that's my two. The next video, um, but this is why I don't like talking about personal things in myself, because I do have opinions, and I would much rather not talk about myself and not state my own personal opinions and honestly my own personal knowledge because of this, you know. I mean, I got what I ended up finding out was kidney cancer, and then right when it was, when I was healthy enough to go back to retail work, because that was the only thing I could get, that's when COVID hit. And the first shot nearly killed me. I got to have another near-death experience after the first round of, it was 2 shots. And by the second one, I got a near-death experience. It was so bad. And after that, I was like, that's it. I'm not taking any more shots. I'm going to go with a mask, and I'm going to go with social distancing. And fuck anyone who says that this shit is not real. It is. you know, because the shots nearly killed me. But I don't trust anything anymore. I don't trust the government. I don't trust medicine, because medicine gave me the kidney cancer that I had. But and why I'm alive today, why I'm around today, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that was a bit too much info for this, especially for my first video back after the holidays. But I don't give a fuck. I mean, TikTok's going down. Why not show my real self? You know? Anyway, I gotta go. The next video is going to be about actual world events and important shit. So, bye.